You're different, and sometimes different scares people. He's a remarkable young man. He has a lot in common with Picasso. He's got amazing cognitive skills. He's got an obsessive personality. But he's capable of much more than we know. But can he lead a normal life? The Accountant.
Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm Dex.
I'm Mike.
And today we're going to do a movie review for The Accountant. So in The Accountant, Ben Affleck plays Christian Wolf, who's like this autistic math savant who happens to be a forensic accountant for some of the most dangerous organizations in the world. And throughout the movie, we get to see flashbacks. We get to see young Ben Affleck as he kind of goes through these like grueling martial arts duels that, you know, his father puts him through. And we also learn that he doesn't really have like social skills. And on top of that, we learn that, you know, he has a lot of, you know, problems, you know, such as like seizures, such as like talking to people. And we kind of see that like throughout the movie through, you know, flashbacks.
So what I liked about the movie, I liked Ben Affleck as the accountant, Christian Wolf. I thought he gave a really good, solid performance as an autistic man. I also enjoyed the supporting cast like Kendrick, Jon Bernthal, and J.K. Simmons. This movie had kind of like a slow burn at the beginning, but it kind of kept me engaged. And, you know, even though it was kind of boring at the beginning. And the movie also had very exciting plot twists throughout. So what did you like?
Well, what I liked is the fact that this movie wasn't like in linear fashion. It wasn't like, for example, a beginning, a middle, and an end. There were about like 5 or 6 stories that were going on. There's J.K. Simmons and his associate, who are these 2 treasury agents who are going after Ben Affleck. You know, and then there's also, for example, the John Lithgow character, which like I really liked. And I liked the way, for example, that the John Lithgow character, he's kind of like in the movie, but at the same time, like we don't really know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Now, I did feel like at times that the movie was like a little bit too long. Like they went over like way too much, I think, of what the treasury agents, you know, were kind of like up to. But if, you know, you're one of those people that kind of needs, you know, like a lot of explanation and stuff, I think The Accountant definitely goes into that, along with, you know, all the flashbacks and everything.
Well, this movie is directed by Gavin O'Connor, who directed Miracle, which I was not a fan of. I cannot stand that movie, Miracle. He also did Warrior, which was pretty good. It was decent. I don't know if you saw it. It was like a, what was it, martial arts boxing movie. It was decent. Yep. Yeah. But what I didn't like about this movie, which is what I already talked about, was a slow burn. It kind of had like this slow burn and get puzzled beginning where you didn't exactly know what was going on in the beginning. But towards the middle, it kind of picks up with action and the plot twist. And, you know, towards the end, it was good. But another thing I didn't like about the movie was that there was a bad guy in the movie, Jon Bernthal, and I didn't like how his character did like a change at the end. I'll just leave it at that without spoiling it, you know. But this movie has no need for a sequel. I think it's great as a standalone film. They might set it up for a sequel, but I just don't really see the need for it to go on to a sequel.
I don't know. I would love to see a sequel to this movie. I really enjoyed it. You know, you kind of have, like if you took Rain Man and then you took Rambo and you kind of put them together, you know, you'd have The Accountant. You know, a guy who's like really good at math, but at the same time, he can also go and, you know, he can basically just go up and like fuck people up. And like, I really like that in the movie. And I also liked, what was her name? who played Dana Cummings in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was kind of interesting to see Ben Affleck, who's like this really weird guy, and then he's trying to relate to a woman. I thought they had really good chemistry, and I also thought they had a lot of funny scenes.
They did. She was a good support character.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good, but I still think that there's like a lot about this character that we don't know. And if they did make a sequel, I would really like to learn more about his childhood. Like they showed the beginning of his childhood, but I'd like to learn about his teen years, maybe what he did in high school, and then also how he became the accountant, and him, I guess, maybe trying to uncook the books for other organizations and stuff like that.
So what are you going to give it?
I'm gonna give this movie an A.
What? An A?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it a B. Like I said, it was a little bit slow, but it was good. It was good, and I just don't see a need for a sequel.
Yeah, I could see why people didn't like it. It was just one of those movies where you had to basically stay focused the whole time. Like if you just got up and went to the bathroom, then you'd come back and you'd be like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" It's kind of like watching like The Wire. Like if you miss episode 6, you're basically screwed.
Yeah.
So I think if you missed some of this, that you were actually screwed. All right, looks like that's all the time that we have for today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, thanks for watching. If you guys could comment at the bottom, let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. We'd more than appreciate it. We'll see you next time.